Hello students, we welcome you to EPG Pathsala. I am Reni, Assistant Professor, Department of Food Processing and Preservation Technology, Faculty of Engineering, Avinash Lingam University for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Today we will discuss about processing and products of millets. Millets are a group of cereal grains that belongs to the class of cereal crops grown around the world. Millets are cultivated in many regions of the world like India, Nigeria and other parts of Africa that contributes to 97% of millets from the developing countries. In the world, millet grains ranks as the sixth very important cereal and it feeds 1/3 of the total world population. These millet crops are cultivated easily and it can grow together with variety of other crops also. These millet grains have brilliant nutritional quality. They are superior to usually consumed cereals like wheat and rice. Apart from its outstanding nutritional quality, it was found very less consideration compared to other major cereals. India is considered as hub for millets. 43.85% was contributed by India with an annual production of 3,34,500 metric tons when compared to the world total production of millets of 7,62,712 metric tons. After growing this section, you will be able to understand the importance of millets and able to explain about the processing steps which is involved and value added products prepared from millets. Why we have to concentrate on millet production? Food grain production covers the dominant part of the crop area that is in Indian agriculture. India is the world largest producer of millets and second largest producer of wheat, rice and pulses. The highest food grain production of 259.32 million tons was recorded in 2011 to 12. The cereals other than rice and wheat contributed 1 kg per person per month in rural India and 0.8 kg per person per month in urban India in 2011 and 12. The consumption of all food grains per person in the rural area is projected to decline from 15.3 kg per month in 2002, 13.8 kg per month by 2050 and only slightly decrease from 1.8 to 11.6 kg per month in the urban areas. It has been estimated that due to rapid urbanization, per capita consumption of food grain in India will decrease from 14.4 to 12.7 per month over the next 50 years. However, total food grain demand is projected to increase from 16.7 to 19.9 kg per month over the next 50 years due to increased demand for feed grain. The total grain demand will increase from 201 million tons in 2000 to about 291 and 377 million tons by 2025 and 2050 respectively. This demand may be compensated if we are going to concentrate on the millet production and its consumption. Let me see what are the classification and structural features of millet grains. So if you take millets, these millets different from one another by their appearance, morphological features, maturity and grain type. Majorities of the millets grown are pearl and small millets. Finger, Porso, Foxtail, Barnyard, Little and Kodo millet are the other small millet types which is grown in India. Variation in the varieties grown are governed by many factors like seed properties, region grown, grain composition, breeding and genetics. The basic kernel structure and anatomical components are similar in sorghum and millets. The principal anatomical components may be the pericarp, which is the outer covering, endosperm, the starchy part, and the germ, which is the oily part. The outermost component of the grain is the pericarp, which is composed of three sublayers. One is epicarp, second one is mesocarp, and third one is endoscarp. Epicarp may be 1 to 4 layers thick and may contain pigments. The endocarp is the testa or seed coat, which is the last layer in the case of millet. The pericarp of the millet grain is the good source of fiber, lipids and phenolic components. The pericarp is like a sac slightly attached to the endosperm at only one point, mainly in foxtail, common and finger millets. The endosperm of the millet grains comprises of outer aleurone layer and starchy endosperm. The aleurone cells of the millets located below the seed coat. The proteins in the millet spread almost in various parts of the millet grains, with the percentage like 61% in the endosperm, 31% in the germ and 10% in the bran. At the same time, lipids are distributed as 87% in germ, 6% in endosperm and 5% in the bran. This distribution of constituents will vary depending upon the different type of millets. Now let me see what are the importance of millets. So millets grains are having a low glycemic index and its consumption can lower glycemic response, which can be used for the treatment of type 2 diabetics. These millet grains having low gluten content hence can be consumed by the people suffering from disease like celiac. Inclusion of millet based diet lower the risk of ulcers, anemia and constipation. Millets are also having high content of phenolic acid and has high antioxidant activity. Micronutrients malnutrition resulting from the consumption of diets deficient in minerals, vitamins and amino acids, which affect more than 1/2 of the world's population, especially women and children in developing countries. Diet taken with millet products reduce the malnutrition because these millets are main foundation of essential minerals such as potassium, magnesium, calcium, iron and zinc. Increase our heart health. Millet is a rich source of magnesium, which is a chief mineral for reducing blood pressure and the risk of heart attacks. At the same time, the millets controlling the cholesterol level also, because dietary fiber in the millet grains remove the dangerous bad cholesterol from the system while promoting the effect of good cholesterol. Apart from this, it will give protection against diabetics. Diabetic is the major disease found in millions of people around the world. Millet consumption can lower glycemic response, which can be used for the treatment of type 2 diabetics. Millet is a beneficial staple food in many developing countries because it will reduce the chance for type 2 diabetics. The reason behind this is due to the mechanism content of the millet. It is considered as one of the most important mineral for regulating the insulin and glucose level in the body, thereby preventing this disease. Digestive health by millets. Millet improve the gastrointestinal system and eliminate problems like constipation, excess gas, bloating and cramping. By regulating our digestive process, it will improve the nutrient retention and reduce the chance for colon cancer. Regular digestion and elimination of waste from our body help to regularize the kidney, liver and immune system health. Next usage of millet is detoxify the body. Millets are rich foundation of phytochemicals and nutrients. Millets having high antioxidant activity and rich in phenolic acid. The antioxidant count, I'll repeat this, the antioxidant found in the millet used to clean up the toxin from our body. Why millet to be processed? What is the reason behind that? It is unusual in human society. Cereals or coarse cereals to be eaten as uncooked whole seeds. Originally, we learned millets were good for us because of their nutrient content and its energy contributions. Then we discovered millet were a good source of fiber and phytochemicals. Processing involves partial separation or modification of three major constituents of millets: germ, starch that is containing endosperm, and protective pericarp. In general, primary operation in processing of cereal or coarse cereal is usually the separation of offal. Offal is a non-edible portion. It should be removed from the edible portion. The offal consists of pericarp and sometimes the germ. Offal removal is frequently called decortication or dehulling process. The outer tough seed coat, associated characteristic flavor, cultural attachments, and non-availability of processed millet products similar to rice, wheat are the main reason for less popularity of millet foods among rice and wheat eaters. Decortication of millet grains was done sometime by using rice dehullers or other abrasive dehullers. The dehulling of common millet resulted in a 27 to 53% reduction in phytate content. Millets can be used for traditional as well as the novel food. However, there is a need to look into the possibility of alternative uses. Wheat has a unique property of forming an extensible, elastic, cohesive mass when mixed with water. Millet flour lacks this property when used alone. Hence, fortification brings lot of innovative ready to eat, ready to serve minor millet based product. It is possible to fortify malted finger millet in weaning food with green gram, which having low cooked paste viscosity and high energy density. Let me see what are the methods for milling or dehulling of millets. First, we will see about traditional method. Traditionally, the decortication were done with help of mortars and pestle. In this, mortar is made up of stone and pestles made from wood. The stone mortar is fixed in the ground and appears as a pit or hole in the ground. Consumers normally decorticate the kernel into various particle sizes, previously grinding it for use in different products. Pearl millet is decorticated mainly by washing the cleaned millet grain by using the water. Afterwards, the water is drained off and the millet grain is crushed by using a stone mortar and wooden pestle. The crushed materials are dried up to a particular moisture content. Then the bran from the crushed grain is removed by washing or winnowing of the dried crushed material. In rural areas, a wooden mortar and pestle is used for threshing, decortication and grinding the millet grains into flour. The pounding is the process used to dehull the millet grains. During the pounding process, water is added to moisten the pericarp and facilitate easy bran removal. The moisture which is added to the millet grains promotes the fermentation and microorganism growth, but it will affect the keeping quality of the products. Decortication for pearl millet in traditional milling process takes 1.5 hours, including winnowing for 2.5 kg of pearl millet by 2 women, and again processing into flour by using the mortar and pestle requires an additional 2 to 2.5 hours. The pestle weighs about 3 kg and it's about 1.2 meter long and 6 centimeter in diameter. In this method, the milling yields and time taken for the processing depend upon the size, shape, hardness of the kernel and pericarp thickness. After grinding the millets, the yield of meal obtained is 80%, offals 18% and waste 2%. Generally, the small millets are well protected in gloom enhancement, and therefore the processing of the grain is usable form is not only time consuming but also labor intensive. There is therefore need to develop post-harvest processing technology in order to reduce human drudgery. Various types of delicious food items are prepared from grinded millets flour. Next method is improved milling of millets. Millet and coarse grains are generally dehulled and subjected to different treatments before its consumption, mainly to improve their sensory quality. It has been reported that the food uses of finger millet are limited to flour based products because it is not possible to decorticate millet similar to other cereals. This is mainly due to millet grains that are small compared to other cereals. But it was observed that the hydrothermal treatment of millet hardened the endosperm texture and enabled its decortication. Technically, basic types of purlin or decortication that can be employed to minor millets, that are, one is abrasive decorticators, another one is rollers. Abrasive decorticators, abrasiveness of bulk solids, that is their ability to abrade or wear surfaces with which they come into contact, is considered as a property closely related to hardness of the material. Abrasive decorticators abrade away the fibrous pericarp. Obviously, outer layer of seed coat are abraded away first and then the innermost layers. If all the part of all grains could be abraded away at the same rate, abrasive decortication would be an efficient way of removing the pericarp. However, different part of individual grains are abraded away at different rates and there is some loss of endosperm even the grain is only lightly abraded. Next we will see about the roller mills. Decortication is achieved by a steel rotor rotating the grain mass within a generally cylinder chamber. When the grain is properly tempered, the pericarp is rubbed off by the movement of one seed against another. However, when the grain is too dry, abrasion of the internal components of mill becomes severe. Let me see what are the value added products can be prepared from the millet. First one is about the composite flour. When the millet grains are nutritionally superior when compared to the cereals, but their utilization is not widespread. One potential method of spreading their use by blending with wheat flour after suitable processing. After the addition of millet flour, there could be lot of changes occur in the physiochemical, nutritional and functional characteristics. In developed countries, many extruded products such as chapati, macaroni, vermicelli and noodles, pasta, etc. are popularly consumed as convenience products. For the manufacturing of these type of products, refined durum wheat flour or semolina was used as main ingredients. At present scenario, an attempt was taken to produce composite millet flours by replacing conservative cereal flours to some level in the production of traditional foods. Next product is popped or flaked millets. Popping is an old traditional method used to convert the grain to be used as snack or breakfast cereal, either plain or with some spices, salt or sweeteners. Starch is the important carbohydrate in human nutrition which gives desired technological properties. And the nutritional quality of starches mainly depends on starch structure and its processing method. Puffing or popping process brings structural modification in starch of the millet grain or pre-conditioned pasta, which lead to expansion of the grain or pasta pieces and finally produce a puffed product with high crisp and good textural characteristics. The high temperature short time treatment exploits the thermophysical property of starch and prepares expanded grains or flakes, and during this process a pleasant aroma developed to the puffed product produced by the Maillard reaction. During this reaction, the sugars which is present in the aleuron layer react with amino acids of the millet grains. Apart from this, the high temperature treatment reduce the anti-nutrients like phytate, tannins and increase the bioavailability of minerals, giving the pleasing texture to the final product and improves the protein and carbohydrate digestibility. During popping process, the physical engineering properties are affected by high temperature treatment, and ingredients like salt or sugar which is used in popping affect the popping volume and ratio. Next product from millet is extruded snacks. By using twin screw hot extruder, the extruded snacks are like ready to eat products prepared which combines with the heating process with the performance of extrusion to make a shaped cooked product through a round different shaped dies. At present, the extruded snacks are prepared from sorghum grits, rice, ragi, wheat and corn flour. The mixture is combined together and sent through the twin screw extruder to yield expanded snacks. The finished snack can be coated with desired spices to generate variation in the final taste and flavor. The snacks obtained after extrusion process vary in color from white to cream and crispy in nature. The final processed products are rich in protein, fiber, iron, zinc and magnesium. Next product is noodles. Noodles are one of the most favorite food items among all age groups, which having lengthier shelf life with good commercial importance. This health benefit of a millet was experienced by preparing value added low glycemic index noodles from barnyard millet flour by including sago flour, pulses flour and Bengal gram powder at different levels to develop plain, pulse and vegetable noodles. It will increase the nutrient composition in plain, pulse and vegetable noodles. The glycemic index of pulse noodles is 35.65 and vegetable noodles is 35.02, were significantly less than plain noodles, that is around 42.07%. Then thin and thick porridge also made by using millets. The most and simple food which is prepared from millet is porridge. Thick porridge are consumed almost in all countries where the millets are cultivated. Soft or thin porridge are also a simple food product made from millets. The main difference among thick and thin porridge is the concentration of flour. Generally, thick porridge are solid and can be eaten with the hand, while thin porridge are fluid and can be drunk from the cup or taken by the spoon. The preparation of stiff porridge entails adding flour to boiling water in increments combined by vigorous stirring. The flour is cooked until it forms a thick, homogeneous and well gelatinized mass devoid of lumps. In some countries, the pH of the resulting stiff porridge will vary greatly depending on the ingredients which is added. Next product is weaning food from millet. The millet malt is used for infant feeding and also used to make beverages either with milk or lukewarm water with the addition of sugar. Malting of finger millet increases its digestibility, sensory and nutrition quality as well as noticeable effect in lowering the anti-nutrients. Finger millet has essential qualities which make it good when compared to other millets, and this millets having resistant towards fungal infection. During malting process, alpha, beta amylase was germinated from the millet grain. During roasting process, a desirable aroma developed which make the finger millet as the ideal grain.